had a major role. There's a facet in women that men doesn't have, and well, few men have it, not all. Not all. It's the facet of loyalty and commitment. You know, when Jesus died on the cross, he had 120, then he had 70, then he had the 12. Out of the 120, they were all men. The 70 were men, the 12 were men. But when Jesus died on the cross, where were all the men? It was only a group of women and his mother. Because there's a dimension of loyalty in a woman. And when he resurrected, the first people at the tomb were women. This is even after he has died and there's no hope. Their loyalty followed Jesus unto death and even beyond his death. That is the commitment and a loyalty that God places in a woman. I have met few women who were agents of darkness, not the ones I've heard about. I met them face to face. I met one lady that was in Ecom, and she sat down before me and she opened up that she was actually sent to kill me and take me out, but she has tried and she cannot penetrate me. Then she opened up and confessed she has killed 400 men, including multiple men of God. Victoria Eto says she killed 999 to become the first lady, the first president of Nigeria. 9,999 men. She didn't kill women, she killed only men. Because what she was looking for was the office of a man, the presidency of Nigeria. And I said, wow. So women have hearts like this. May you have hearts for the kingdom. Some time ago, I was in the UK. I was burdened. I was praying about the church I was pastoring that time. It's as if nothing was moving, nothing was shifting. And I said, God, how do I get this work to move forward? And God clearly told me, said the forward shift of the church is in the hand of the women. If you can get the women to cooperate with you with the vision of God, then the work will be able to shift. But if you can't get the women to cooperate with you, forget about it. And I actually tried to get the women to understand where I was heading to, but it's like I could not succeed. So the work could not go further than what it was. Everything died there. Because I heard clearly from God that to move that work forward, you have to get the women, not the men. And I have also discovered that almost every major works of God, we are talking about revival, breaking through, breaking forth, seeing God in our generation. Do you know that the secret of Yonggi Cho women? The man who built the only church million in attendance, And up to now, after his death, no other man has been able to build such a church. 1 million in attendance. What was his secret? He started by building, as we all build, with men. And he labored for many years trying to structure a church with men. And he was meeting with a lot of opposition. You know, men are different. Men, when you call men, you must convince them. You must bring the proper administrative setup. You must bring the structures, and they will want to talk about structures, administration. Every of the men will want to show his idea and how you have to do it like this, do it like that. Yonggi Cho faced that thing for so many years, and there was no growth. In his frustration, he went to God. Father, how can I succeed here? And God said to him, leave the men. What I want to bring is in the hands of the women. If you can get the women to work with you, you will succeed. That was how Yonggi Cho shocked the whole world and shocked the church by dropping men and focusing on the women. I have been to Korea, I've been to his church. Do you know that Yonggi Cho, a church of 1 million, he had 1,250 pastors. 800 of them were women. 2/3 of his workforce, pastors, were women. He ordained women and ordained women and ordained women until he started to have problem and conflict because men become angry with him. He had 50,000 deacons. 47,000 of the deacons were women. Those 47,000 deacons were also his house cell leaders. He structured the whole church around women. I said, I tried to do it in my last church. He no agree. They are stuck in their way. So I gave up. And I refused to stress myself again. The moment Yonggi Cho dropped men and started to ordain women and empower women and release his fatherly impartation to the women, what he has been laboring with men for years, no growth, no success, within 1 year, he saw 100% growth, 200% growth, 300% growth. In just 1 year, something you have been laboring for years and years in no agree. One of his biggest challenges was the country called Japan. Apart from Japan being the god of the dragon, the land of the dragon, where they worship dragons, apart from that, they are what they call humanistic. They believe in themselves. They believe they are gods. Right up to the 1970s, 1980s, you will not see a church in Japan that is more than 30 in attendance. A church of 10, 20, you have tried. If you have up to 30 people in your church, that's a mega church in Japan. And Yonggi Cho was determined to break through in that land you cannot break through. So what did he do? He did what all men of God, what we do. He gathered men. And sent the first team of men, 4 or 5 men, to Japan to establish church. Imagine the air ticket, the cost of air ticket, house rents, feeding, maintenance. If you don't have heart, you cannot do it. He sent the first team and they failed with distinction. Sent the second team of men. They also failed. He refused to give up. He sent a third team of men. Maybe you don't understand except you have ever tried to establish a work of God somewhere. Just go and try and establish a work of God. You will know what it takes, the money, the stress. And he sent 3 teams of men, came back with 0 results. And he went and cried and said, God, what is this? And God said to him, I have told you, leave the men alone. Major on the women. You know, when Yonggi Cho was facing his own work and he started with men, he discovered that all the men he's trying to use, they're all trying to establish their own ministry. So there was so much conflict with him and the men, with their ministry. And every of the men are trying to show him that they have it more than him and that. And when he dropped the men and picked up the women, all those conflicts stopped. Japan, God said, do not even send a team. Just send only one woman. Take time and pray, and I will show you the woman. He went into 2 months prayer. At the end of 2 months, the Lord showed him a woman, not even educated. So that is the woman. He called her and said, daughter, I am commissioning you. I'm releasing impartation of everything that is in me on my life. I transfer it upon your life. I'm sending you to Japan as a missionary. I'm paying your air ticket to go, but I'm not giving you air ticket to come back because it's a Kamikaze mission. You are to go, you're not to come back. I'm giving you 1 year house rent, and I'm giving you 2 months of maintenance. Don't phone me again and ask for shishi. If after 2 months you cannot succeed and you cannot feed yourself, you die there. Because I have released everything God has given to me upon your life. You are going in the name of the Lord and in my name. Just like that. She landed in Japan, paid 1 year house rent, moved into that house, knowing that this is a Kamikaze mission, she cannot fail. She declared 21 days fasting, no single food, only water for 21 days. I cannot afford to fail. I must see God. I must see His glory. I must break through in this land. I must succeed where others have failed. 10 days into her fasting, the landlord knocked on the door and said, Madam, please, I am sent to you on behalf of my wife and all of my children. We are so disturbed about you. We noticed that since you entered this house, you have not gone out. 2, you have not eaten any food. We don't see you cooking. We don't see you, no food, no cooking, no shopping. That we are so disturbed about you. Please, madam, what is it? What is your problem? And she said to the landlord, yes, sir. I cannot eat food and I will never eat food again, because I'm so disturbed about the people in Japan, and you in particular and your family. You are all heathen. You don't know God. And I'm so disturbed about you, and I have told God I will not eat food until your soul has been saved. And if your soul is not saved, let me die without food. And the man was so touched. She said to him, not only you, everybody in this compound, they are all lost souls. And so why am I eating? Eating for what when all of you are perishing? The landlord was so touched. He said, please, madam, what can I do for you? He said, on Sunday, gather everybody in this compound. Let me address them. That was how Sunday evening he gathered all the compound. If you know a little bit about Japan, you will know that Japan is a country that has human beings more than their land mass. So one house like this is packed full of human beings. A typical compound in Japan, you can have up to 50, 60, 70, 80 people all in one compound. And the whole compound gathered. Can you imagine? By that time, she has gone 14 days, no food. No strength. But with a little strength, she managed to deliver the word of God. The result was everybody in that compound gave their life to Christ. The result was she started the first home cell fellowship in that compound every Sunday evening. She started with 68 people. Before 2 months was over, the news was going round like a wildfire. Within 2 months, she had 5 house cell fellowships. At the end of the year, she phoned Yonggi Cho. When Yonggi Cho saw her phone number, he said, this woman, I know she's phoning me again because the house rent has finished. He picked the phone. He said, madam, I know you're phoning me because of house rent. He said, no, Papa, I don't need house rent. What are you phoning me? I'm phoning you because I want you to visit my house cell in Japan. Yonggi Cho laughed. He said, you know, I'm a very busy man. Do you know what it means to be pastoring a church of 1 million? So I should leave 1 million people to come to your house cell? I don't have such time, madam. He said, no, sir, it's not one cell. Within this 1 year, I have opened 85 house cells. They all meet Sunday evening. Then Sunday morning, I gather them all together in a rented place. We are over 1,000, sir. And I gather all of them and I screen your preaching live. We have been